Dudes! According to YouTube statistics, currently only 15% of my viewers are subscribed, and if you haven't hit that sub button yet, make sure to hit that sub button or else I will delete your Minecraft account. You think I'm joking?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine. When you're
That was just a warning. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you.
Oh, what are all those? There is a ghost shrimp in here too. What is that? Are those bugs?
What's going on, dudes? Welcome to the channel and welcome to Mews Axolotl channel. Today we're actually going to be going ahead and swapping out the water on Mews Tank, and we're gonna do a little bit of a vlog with Mew. We're gonna feed him today, and also we're gonna do a little bit of water sampling and maybe rearrange his tank a little bit because I'm not so sure if I like how I have the tank set up. So let's get started. Before we get started, don't forget to smash like for Mew. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash sub for Mew because we're gonna try to get 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers, sorry, for Mew. So let's get started. So currently this is Mews Tank right now. As you guys can see, we have a bunch of decorations, and I've only had Mew for 1 week, and so far he really likes to hide behind the decorations. Now I don't mind that because I understand they don't like light, and I don't keep that light on at night. I only keep it on a little bit during the day, and sometimes I move it back a little bit so that way he actually doesn't really get affected by the light. But as you can see, he likes to hide, and he is right around that corner there. As you guys can see, he likes to hide back there, and I want him to use the log more. So we're gonna do a bit of rearranging of the tank. I'm gonna remove some stuff and then remodify the tank, and then after that I'm going to drain out the water. I'm gonna probably do about I'm thinking like a 30% water change. Some people say do 50, some people say do 90. But on some YouTube videos I've seen people only did 30. So I think we'll do roughly about a 30% water change today. And then we will put in the fresh water and put in the prime for it. And then we will do some water sampling and make sure the water's perfect, and then put Mew back in. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to remove Mew from the tank. Now this might be a little bit tricky because Mew is very shy, and I've only owned him for 1 week, and I haven't really picked him up at all. And I want to do a little bit of feeding inside of a container. So I'm going to be putting him inside of like a large container with about that much water. He's really small, so he'll fit perfect. I'm going to put him in a little container while I'm doing the water changes, just in case the temperature of the water is a little colder or a little warmer, just so it doesn't mess him up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this pump, and we're going to pump water into the container using his same water. That way it's safe for him. And then what I'm going to do after is I'm going to remove the water from the tank, about a 30%, and then fill the water back up, and then use the primer, put the primer in, and then let it settle for a little while, and then put Mew back in a couple hours. So we're gonna get into that now. So the first thing I'm gonna do is fill up the container for Mew and then get him in there. And I'm gonna scoop him up with another smaller container because, like I said, he doesn't like me picking him up. So we're gonna just scoop him up with another container and then just be very, very gentle. So here is the container we're going to use. I'm going to use this container to scoop Mew up just very gently. I'm going to use this container to put him in, to feed him in. And we're going to show you guys feeding him up close, because I haven't really got to feed him up close or feed him with my fingers yet. So we're going to try it out. Alright, that should be definitely deep enough for him. As you guys can see, it's pretty deep in there. So that should be perfect. I'm going to pull this line out, and then we're going to try to scoop up Mew and get him in here. Okay, so here comes the tricky part. So Mew is chilling in that bush. Now I think what we should do is slowly move the bush away, put it in the bucket, and then scoop him up using this container. So I'm going to move the bush very gently, because he is in the side of it, and he gets very, very scared. Like that, as you can see. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Oh, what are all those? There is a ghost shrimp in here too. What is that? Are those bugs? Oh no. I think it's it's where there's no sand. It's just a black underneath. Yeah, I gotta watch out for my ghost shrimp too. I have no clue
where our ghost shrimp is. So that is one thing we have to look for as well, because I haven't found him. Hopefully Mew didn't eat him already. Okay, so we're going to slowly put this down, and hopefully we can get Mew to get inside of it. Might be a little tricky. Okay, it wasn't easy, but I did get him in here. I had to like basically like just wait for him to kind of float in it, and then we got him in. So we're gonna put him in the container down there. All right, here we go. Just gonna place him in here. Gently lean it over, and you are good to go, sir. Or ma'am. We're not sure if it's a boy or a girl yet. There you go. Perfect. Got him in, dudes. Okay, now my tank has been up for 3 weeks. I did the cycling in the first week, at least. Hopefully I did the cycling right. Oh, ghost shrimp's right there. Oh my god, you can't even see him on camera. That is so weird. Oh, there he is. I don't know if you guys can see him right in the middle of the camera. He's chilling there. So there's these actual like black rocks over there. Like I have no clue what they are. I think they're bugs or something. I'm gonna scoop one up and we're gonna see what they are. It looks really gross. Are these his poops? What are these? I'm sorry, but what is that? I have no clue what that is. Okay, if you guys know axolotls, what is that? This black, that's not a poop. What the heck? Okay, well, we're gonna get all this stuff out and clean the tank out now. All right, so as you guys can see, we're on our third bucket of water, and the tank's, I'd say, definitely a third down. So I'm gonna cut that off before that overflows. All right, so I took 3 buckets of water out, and I'm gonna put 3 buckets of water in. Now I'm going to use my tap water, and then after I put the tap water in, I'm going to put however much, about a half a 45-gallon tank worth of this stuff. I think it says 1 capful for 50 gallons. So we'll probably do about a half or a little less capful. This is to remove the chlorine and make the water a little more safe. All right, I've got the hose set up, as you guys can see. Hope to God, please do not fall out when I go turn the tap on. All right, the aquarium is back filled up, and we're going to put our half a cap of prime in now, just like that, and we're gonna let it sit in there. Now I'm gonna run my filter. I bought this Fluval U3 filter, I think it's called. I didn't know, I was misled by YouTube videos, and everyone has mixed messages about axolotls online. I thought you needed 2 filters. I thought you needed a sponge filter with an air pump, which I'm running down there. I thought you needed the air pump with the sponge filter and then a also water filter. So I thought you needed 2 because this is my first aquarium setup, so I don't know much about it. I was misled through videos. Turns out when I ran both filters at the same time, the whole tank was covered in bubbles and it was ridiculous. But I used it for when I was cycling the tank, and it worked really good. And all my water, like perimeters or whatever they're called, all the water testing was perfect. Ammonia level was perfect, pH level was perfect, nitrate, everything was good. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna run the filter for a couple hours, and then after I run it, I'm gonna throw Mew back into it. So I'm just gonna plug that in. It's a really expensive filter, and I bought it because people said online that you needed it, but it turns out you actually didn't. But so we're gonna get him back in soon enough, but we're gonna try and feed him by hand first. So I'm gonna set up the camera, and then we're gonna attempt to feed the little guy. He's so cute. He looks so much bigger inside the tank, but as you guys can see, he's very skittish. All right, so I got Mew's pellets. Turns out they're more like little sticks or something. They're kind of small. I'm gonna try to feed them from my fingers. My fingers are a little big, but we're gonna attempt here. I'm gonna try and hold it like this. And we're gonna see if he goes for the bait. And he got scared. Okay. Maybe I could I don't want to do tweezers because tweezers are like a little sharp. I feel like you could get like silicone ones, but as you guys can see, he's not too he's a little shy. Just need to be more gentle. Maybe wait for him to come to us. No. He really doesn't like it. He wants to go back in his big tank. He's a little too used to hiding behind the flower, I find. Like, that's why I don't really want to set that up. I kind of want to just have him have, like, objects he can go through. Because he's always hiding 24/7. No. Are you sure? Maybe my fingers are big and scary. He should be hungry. This is the time I usually feed him. No, he's backing up. He doesn't like it, dudes. He doesn't like it. Oh, man. I feel bad. I don't know. I want to, like, try and, like, feed them from my hand. But maybe I should get worms. So, like, apparently you can feed them, like, regular ground worms. Night crawlers, they call them. And then just, like, cut them up into little pieces and try feeding them like that. These are kind of skinny and hard for him probably to smell. And he's moving his gills around a lot. I don't think he likes it. I don't think he likes it. I usually feed him bloodworms, so he might not even like these in the first place. So maybe I'll go get some bloodworms and we'll defrost them and then see if he likes those. It is maybe a little bit bright in here for him too. Maybe turning off our lights would help a little bit. Maybe that'll be a little bit better, because the one light was really bright right above him, and he doesn't like bright lights. He looks a lot bigger in video, but if you actually put your finger up to him, he's probably about the length of my finger, like that. He looks really big in video, like on my phone. Oh, he's stepping on the pellet. Oh. Well, I don't think he's gonna want these pellets, so I'm gonna go ahead and try some bloodworms. Alright, it is time to feed the little baby. So here's the bloodworms. You just stir them up a little bit here. And then we'll suck them in. We'll just do a little bit at a time here. Oh, and he's already getting scared. Dude, trust me. This is what you want. This is not scary. Ugh, he's so skittish. Just to let you guys know, he is only 1 week old. Like, well, he's 5 to 6 months old, but I've only owned him for 1 week currently. So maybe that is why, but maybe get him eating over there. He has no interest whatsoever. I think he's just stressed out maybe, because he's in an unknown location now again. So maybe he just doesn't want to eat in here. Maybe I'll just let him chill. And maybe he'll end up eating it. It's so weird, like, but I don't know. I've only had him for a week, so it's totally self-explanatory. He's just a little nervous. Oh, there he goes. He ate a little bit there. Now, one cool fun fact I want to tell you guys about axolotls and about Mew. They actually have 4 fingers in the front there. As you guys can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And they have 5 toes, which is really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really cool and really interesting. I thought I'd throw a fact in there just for you guys. All right, for the end of the video here, we are going to be doing a water test, and we are going to be testing the ammonia level and the pH level, nitrite and nitrate level. So we're gonna test that out, and we're gonna test it out in his old water, and then I'm gonna do his new water as well. I just wanna see what it's been at for 1 week of him pooping and stuff. Oh yeah, it turns out those black dots, those were his poop.
So you know how they were like underneath the plant and stuff? Like underneath the pink plant? Turns out he's been pooping underneath the plant and he's been pooping in the log, which is so funny because like it's funny how he just doesn't poop anywhere he wants. Well, like he can poop anywhere he wants, but he poops in like private places. It's kind of cool. Maybe he is a girl. I feel like ladies are a little more discreet with you know, their washroom habits, but who knows? All right, so here we are at the laboratory. So check it out. We did the pH, the ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate level. Now I got it written down right here what the levels were from the actual water he's sitting in right now. Now that we've done half a change out, the water should be pretty more clean, right? It's gonna be fresh water. So we're sitting at with pH, we've got a 7.6, which is perfect. Ammonia is 0.25. As you can see here, not sure if it'll match up, but it looks 0.25-ish to me. Anything over 1 is actually very bad for the fish and it can start hurting them. Ammonia is basically just poop and food and gross stuff, basically toxic stuff over time. So one thing I'm gonna definitely do is start definitely looking for his poop and scooping it out as soon as possible because my ammonia level is 0.25, which is a little bit high. Well, it's not actually that high because above 0.5 is high, below 0.5 is pretty good, like it's fair, and then obviously 0 is perfect, right? Like 0 ppm. But then we got nitrite, which is this one, the blue one here, and we're sitting at a 0 ppm, which is that color right there. And then nitrate is this yellow one here, and we're sitting at 0 ppm, which is great. Both those are supposed to be very low because if they're too high, they can hurt the fish. I believe both of them, I think. If they're too high, they can hurt the fish. And then ammonia, of course, is bad when it's high. And then pH level, our pH is perfect. So that is all the tests for the current water situation, but now we have the new water in here. So I'm gonna wait probably an hour or so, and I'm gonna do another test. Don't wanna bore you guys too much with this detailed stuff, but if you guys are looking to maybe do grab an axolotl yourself, and you want to know all this stuff, this is the complicated side of it. And like things that can keep your ammonia level down is I read cleaning the tank more often, scooping the poop out of it. I do have a ghost shrimp in there working. He's our janitor, I like to call him. So maybe getting more ghost shrimp to eat things, maybe having a few more of those swimming around. But having ghost shrimp also do cause the axolotl to try and eat the ghost shrimp. But as you can see, Mew's having fun in here. I actually got him in my hand earlier, and then he started going crazy and getting scared. I looked at people like, I feel like it would have been better to get maybe a younger axolotl because then they'd be more used to you. But maybe as he gets older, he'll adapt to me better. I feel bad. I wish he was just a little more used to me, but he's a little bit nervous. And I tried getting him in my hand earlier, and he sat in my hand, and then he realized he was in my hand, and he's like, "Yo, I'm out of here, dude." He literally was so scared. Like he sat right in my hand, he was floating above it, and then he sat down, and then he twitched and almost jumped right out here. And I was like, okay, that's enough for today. We don't want him jumping out. I don't want to stress him out either. I don't want to scare him too much. Getting him back in his tank will probably be the best thing for now. And then we can start feeding him big worms. Right, little baby? All right, so we're back again, and we're looking at this water, the fresh water that I just put in, and here's the pH level. pH level is looking great. Again, my water is really honestly good, my fresh water. So pH is good, and then, oh, I want to drop that. Nitrite and nitrate. I didn't bother doing them because they're probably just going to be the same, but ammonia is looking a lot better. A lot better. In the video, it kind of almost looks green, but in person, it's actually really yellow. Really yellow. So like already with a 50% water change, obviously most of the good water is sitting probably on top, but just in general, it's like, I think I almost did about a 50% water change. I would definitely say it definitely dropped the ammonia level a ton because before it was definitely way more green. I don't know if you guys can see the lighting in here, but it's definitely more yellow for sure. So that is the water testing, and it's looking good. So I got it all written down. I got to write down the pH and the ammonia for the fresh water, and then I'll keep track of my water every single week. That way my little Mew stays in very good health. Right, Mew? And we're gonna end up leaving this filter in, like I said. We're
We're gonna try leaving that filter in. And yeah, I gave him some more pellets. He didn't like them. But I'm gonna get him out of here. I'm gonna scoop him up and get him in here, and then we'll see how he likes his new home. Alright, so I gently scooped him up in here, made sure his legs were all good, made sure everything was safe. I want to just do it very gently. And we're just gonna put him inside, and here he goes. I'm just gonna put him on top here, and we're just gonna slowly sink this container. And it should, there we go. Alright, Mew, are you ready? I'm gonna tilt it. It was hard to get him in to the container with one hand, so that's why I didn't record it. Are you ready, Mew? Uh-oh, he wants to stay. He's like, no, I want to stay in the container. No, you gotta go down. Go down, there you go. Yeah. Superman. Oh. He's like, what happened to my log home? Who turned the direction of it? Alright, there we go. Perfect. Oh, did a little bit of a nosedive. That's okay, little clumsy guy. Alright, so there we go. We have his tank all changed around. We got him in, we got the filter running. Now I'm gonna watch the bubble level. Because like I said, when I had 2 filters running last time, the bubbles were insane, but I did have the filter tucked right beside the bubbles. And maybe it was intaking the bubbles and shooting them out like crazy, and then causing it to make it even like worse. Because before, the bubbles were like crazy. The water was like, you couldn't even see through the water. That was before I actually put them in the tank. So I don't ever want to have it like that again, because it didn't look safe. I also, with the actual filter, I turned it down, so like there's like no stream. You can barely feel it. Like, it's so faint, it's unbelievable. I have it cranked so it's using all 3 of the passageways. If you guys know the U3 filter, it has 3 passageways adjustments, but it literally is like, it's so calm water. So now his feeding dish, is over here. He's looking for his plant. He's like, where'd you put my pink plant, dude? Like, he literally, those poops, all those 3 poops were underneath his plant. Like, he or her is very, very tidy. Let's put it that way. A little tidy dude. A little shy, but very tidy. Alright, dudes, thank you for watching this video. That was another vlog with Mew, just going ahead and doing water changing, you know, trying to feed him, even though he didn't really want to do the whole feeding thing. And I tried to, tried to hold him. I tried putting him in my hand, and then when he found out he was on my hand, he didn't like it. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like button for Mew, and we will see you dudes in the next, whatever video we make next. Alright, don't forget to smash sub as well. See you guys later.